Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We all woke up to the sad news of Prophet Seth Frimpong, the Ghanaian musician. We all woke up to the sad news that he's dead, unfortunately. And a lot of people are speculating and saying so many things. 3 years ago, he fell ill, seriously ill. And on our TV, he was interviewed and he actually spoke about the illness and how he went blind for 3 days, and because of the pain and all that, he refused to tell anyone about it, but rather stayed in the room and prayed. And on the third day, God healed him. Prophet Seth Frimpong was a successful musician, a successful gospel musician. He sang Mihuriso. The popular one is Mihuriso. I'll never forget that song. The popular one is Mihuriso. When he sang that song, like, that was when I even got to know about him. I was a kid though, but that was when I got to know about him, and that song took him far. Mihuriso, many monyam. Mihuriso, minkunimdie. Mihuriso, insenchireni. Efita fiwe ye mafio. Eye mafio. Eye mafe. Eye mafe. Efita fiwe ye mafe. Eye mafio. Eye mafio. Eye mafe. Efita fiwe ye mafe. So, can you remember the song now? Yeah, he sang that song. He sang Okumchola. He sang Adi Onyamiaka. He sang there's this song I like so much. I've been playing it even before his death. I used to play it. I want to remember the title. That one is titled oh gosh, I can't remember the song, but it's about Thanksgiving, I think. Oh no, Seni ebeya nyami eni monyam, bere dintiyo. Seni ebeya obehunu, onyanko pa kwai. Seni ebeya nyami eni monyam, bere dintiyo. Seni ebeya obehunu, onyanko pa kwai. I love that song to bits. Like, that's my favorite song. But I like Mihuriso, but that particular song, Nyamieni Monyam, is something I love the song so much, and I up to date I still play it. Like, even though it's an old song, I'm always playing this music. And he sang that song. He was a successful musician, no doubt. But then there've been so many speculations. As much as we know that 3 years ago he fell seriously ill, and by the grace of God he got his strength back. This is what people are saying, and I kind of want to agree with them. Not that I know for a fact that that is it, but sometimes when you have the call of God on your life, and when you have the anointing of God on your life, the devil will try so many means to bring you down. This man obviously was a prophet and a musician at the same time. So he had a beautiful gift, and he was supposed to serve humanity with the gift of God. So then he has to marry, because he's a man. He has to marry. Most of the time, the enemy can bring you the wrong wife. And when we say the enemy can bring you the wrong wife, if you are not prayerful, if you are not someone who prays a lot, you wouldn't know, because the person will come as an angel, but it will take the Spirit of God to expose the person to you. Because when I listened to his interview on RTV, he actually said that his wife traveled to Australia, and it was after 5 years or 4 years when she left him to Australia. That was when the wife now brought up the idea that she didn't want the marriage again, and they had to dissolve the marriage. And the time the marriage was dissolved, he was sick. Prophet Seth Frimpong. He was sick. But then in his interview, he said his wife didn't know how serious it is, and she hadn't also seen him. But I don't know, I kind of had this feeling the man was just covering her up, and they wanted to be like a bad person, because he said in the interview that even though the woman has gone to marry a different person, he still loves the woman and all that. So I don't know. But then I saw a comment on YouTube when Big Akwe's interviewed Brother Sammy about this whole sickness Prophet Seth Frimpong had to go through. And in the interview, Brother Sammy said a lot, but didn't want to talk about the whole marriage issue. But then there was this particular comment someone made, and it kind of drew my mind to the whole thing the man went through. And this was the comment. It said, "This is a lesson to everyone. You need to pray before choosing a woman as a wife. I know that lady was sent to destroy Seth Frimpong. He looked at the physical things instead of the spiritual things. There were a lot of people in the church for him to choose a wife from, but he didn't." So clearly this person knows Prophet Seth Frimpong and believes strongly that he chose the wrong woman, and the enemy, which is the devil, sent this woman his way to destroy him. And I kind of agree to him to an extent, not specifically concerning Prophet Seth Frimpong's issue, but it happens a lot. When you are young and you have the hand of God on your life, the enemy most of the time will plant the wrong spouse so that they can destroy you gradually. You cannot shine as God will want you to shine, so that they can destroy you. And because I was asking myself, how come the woman left the man at the time when he needed her the most? Because he said the woman knew he was sick. So how can the woman know he's sick and still want a divorce at that time? Even let's say Prophet Seth Frimpong had done something evil to the woman. Maybe he had cheated, he had other partners, sexual partners, and the woman wasn't happy, and because of that she left. She could have had mercy on him. She could have had mercy on him. But this comment coming from this person is not far from happening, because it happens most of the time. Most men of God, women of God have experienced this thing when they choose the wrong spouse. They choose spouses being planted in their life by the kingdom of darkness, and gradually they destroy their destiny. Gradually they bring them to a point of nothingness, a point of pity and shame, so that they don't shine as God will want them to shine. So this is what I have gathered, and is my piece of advice to all upcoming ministers and people who will be doing the work of God. When you are choosing a spouse, pray and pray well. Let the Lord show you who the person is, because most of the time it is true that your destiny will be destroyed, because marriage is not a joke, and you don't want to gamble with your destiny. So this is what I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.